This guy parked so in front of the line that I'm trapped here, because when I tried to move before to get away from his reefer, I couldn't bang the turn. And I don't think I'm going to be able to make this turn. Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here. And today is Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. I'm in Lugoff, South Carolina at a small pilot. And I stopped here because I'm tired. I only have 2 hours left on my clock. I have an hour to get to my location in Sumter, South Carolina, and there's just not enough time for me to pick up the load and get to somewhere. And I'm not going to go PC, and I'm tired. So I've been driving since 3 o'clock in the morning. The black dog almost got me this morning. I had to pull over after about 2 hours of driving and stop at a rest stop, use the bathroom, walk around. The sun started to break, so then I started off again and everything was all right. I dropped. I got another load, but I had to stop at a Love's in Statesville, North Carolina, to get 2 new drive tires. My 2 curbside front drive tires were shot. And what it was is they replaced almost all my drive tires except one on that one axle. It was pretty much bald. And because it was so bald, it ruined the new tire that they put on next to it. So then I had flat spots all over the tire. 30 seconds, which those of you who are doing your pre-trip know that that's no good. And I've been monitoring it for some time, and then today I was just like, you know what, this is ridiculous. I'm going to get stopped by DOT, and it's not worth it. So I had the tires changed. Surprisingly, Western approved of it right away. It still took them forever to do. And I went onward. And of course, I got a little bit sketched out by Copilot and Rand McNally. So I followed Copilot, and once again, it was a mistake. It took me down this farm road, 35 miles an hour the whole way for 100 miles. And if I would have just stayed on 77, I would have cut an hour off the trip and probably been able to pick up the load. But no worries. I'm going to pick up that load tomorrow, drive down the rest of the way to pick it up, and then it's off to Hagerstown, Maryland. It's a 500-something mile trip. I might have to break it into 2 days. It's a live unload on the 7th, so I have plenty of time. But yeah, I'm trapped here because this guy's pulled all the way up, and he had a reefer running, and I didn't want to park next to his reefer, and there were spots down the way, and I couldn't get out, and I was tired. So I pulled back here, and then his reefer did that thing when your lawnmower runs out of gas, and now it's not running. So I'm thinking my dude is out of diesel for his reefer. Oh well, he's at the right place. He's at Pilot. He was here with his curtains drawn when I got here. So if he's just a guy doing his 10, he'll be gone before I leave at 03. If he's like most of these new drivers, he'll still be here like at 07 tomorrow. So there's that. I wanted to talk today and tell you all a little something. A lot of you Western Express drivers come up to me, and that's awesome. You tell me you love the videos, and that makes me feel awesome. I want to give a big shout out to Tess, who, if you recall, I gave him a shout out in a past video. I met him at an LG in Georgia. Well, he was at Vince Lombardi the other night, and he hung out with me all night at Vince Lombardi. We hung out and had like a parking lot party, drinking some pop in the parking lot. We had some laughs, and it made me forget about the fact that I was so close to home. And I got to see my daughter, like I said, but it's just rough being so close to home, but not being able to go home, to stay home. You know, it's just part of this life, and you get accustomed to it as time goes on. It gets a little bit easier each time, but you could understand. Some days you're just like, what am I doing? And then some days you're like, I just got to get back out there. It's a weird dynamic, man. I know some of you know what I'm talking about. But what I really want to talk about is, I always beep at Western Express drivers. I give them a toot of the old air horn. Some of them toot back. A lot of them wave. But some of y'all don't. And it's really weird because we're in a company that a lot of people don't like us. A lot of people have predisposed ideas of what we're like and what they think of us. So what we have is each other, like a family. And I think I've always said that Western Express isn't really a bad company. It's just the culture of the people who are here. And I really think as drivers, and as I meet more of you and more of you come up to me and tell me your story, like, there's a lot of normal dudes. There's a lot of regular people just trying to start out in this business with Western Express. And not all of them are felons, and not all of them needed a second chance. It's just that they didn't know any better and they came to this company. Because this company takes new hires. And, you know, even if you are a felon, even if you needed a second chance, this company exists for that. And I think that's awesome to be given that chance. But when we're out here, man, we need to support each other. I don't want to sound like hippy-dippy or anything, but it's really cool when you all come up to me at the DCs or the truck stops and we talk. And we have a good time and we have a couple of laughs. And I can't always remember all your names. I've met a bunch of you over the last couple of days. I think I'm going to start writing those down. But honestly, y'all, we have to come together. I met a driver the other day. Her name was Shay. She had only been driving 3 days. She had a brand new International. That was pretty awesome. I wish I had a brand new International. I wish I had a brand new anything. I would prefer to have something else, but if I had to have, you know, I would take a brand new International. Shay is doing her best to get things done, to start this new career. She didn't do so bad. I watched her back. I helped her out. And she didn't do so bad, man. For a girl who'd only been out 3 days, she did all right. And honestly, she's a pretty smart girl. She had home time. She already figured out a place to keep her trailer where she could pay and keep her trailer. You know, and she figured this all out on her own. Nobody helped her. And that's good. And there's a lot of those stories I get from y'all when I see you. And I don't mind sharing them. So what I'm basically saying is, when we see each other out there, Western Express driver on a Western Express driver, say what's up. Try to help each other out. I met another Western Express driver yesterday. When I was staying in Virginia. Thomas Mill, I believe, was the pilot. It's the second time I've stayed there. As a matter of fact, I think I did a live there one time. No, maybe I didn't. I can't recall. I may have done a live there. Anyway, I met a Western Express driver there, Christian. What's up, Christian? He's from North Carolina. We talked. We hung out for a little bit, then he had to go lay down, and I ate dinner, and I laid down, and so, like, you know, I'm always trying to talk to Western Express drivers. I'll talk to anybody, really. Anybody who comes up to me and says, hey, man, I love your videos. I'll give you a couple minutes of my time because, you know, you give me a couple of minutes of your time. I don't forget that stuff, man. It means a lot to me that you all watch. I'm just another idiot like the rest of y'all. Another idiot who's been out here for a few months, trying to make his way, trying to learn. I think my dude is going to leave. He's pulling his curtains. No. Yes. He's leaving. I am no longer trapped. Back to what I was saying. I'm just a regular idiot, like the rest of the idiots, just trying to make it through. And I'm learning something new every day, every week. And I never pretended to be this wise old trucker. Like, some of y'all get lost in the comments. I don't know, man. It's like your eyes don't go further than the one video you watched. You didn't go back and see, you know, when I was in trucking school, talking about, like, the ambition and why I was going into trucking and why I was leaving real estate and all that. Like, this is all documented. Like, my life is documented out. So there's no, like, pretending anything. So I don't gotta explain myself to the people who know what's up. Oh, he's leaving, dude. He is totally leaving. Unless he's gonna go get fuel in his reefer, but his spot will be gone before he gets back. There's people hawking these spots. This is not a big pilot over here. But anyway, I want you to know, sometimes I'm very, you know, I make videos and I'm critical and I write sensational taglines on them. But ultimately, I want everyone to succeed. There's some people who are out here who you just know they're not going to because they don't really want to be truckers. And you could tell that. You could tell that by the fact that they don't want to learn anything. They don't want to learn anything about the truck. They don't want to learn anything if you try to give them help. They don't want to hear the help you're trying to give them. So, that is what it is. And it's not for me to judge anybody. You know, there's only one person who can truly judge us, and it truly matters. And you know who that is. But yeah, I just want you to know, if you're Western Express, I got your back. Stay positive. Do your pre-trip. If you're tired, pull over. That's what I did this morning. That's what I did this afternoon. I was tired. I pulled over. No load is worth your life. Your family should always come first with everything. Say your prayers because he's listening. Take your vitamins, drink plenty of water, eat a banana and a yogurt every day because it's good for you. Keep the faith. Remember, you don't always get what you want, but you get what you need. Love God. And if you like this video, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. Once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.